Hey friends, it's Kip Icon, and welcome back to Kip Plays Kentucky Route Zero. Wow. Wow. The impact of that last scene, I think it took me, it really didn't hit me until after I was done recording. And then I went back and I listened to the song and listened to different versions of the song and everything. And one of the greatest things that I found, and I'm going to go ahead and read it here, was a comment left by Willie WRE 8 months ago on the video of the song This World Is Not My Home, posted to YouTube. And I'm just going to go ahead and read it. We all owed something to somebody. Some of us owed men, some of us owed the road, and some of us owed God. A few unlucky folk who walked the zero happened to owe all of those, and there upon that road, their debts had to be paid. We came into the lives of a few souls on their journey down that highway, curious as to what they were looking for, and unknowingly, as so many debts are made, we had already agreed to pay the price of our intrigue for a world not our own. We lost a friend at the exchange, a horrible price to pay. The inevitable tragedy of all was owed, now at critical mass. But one final debt has yet to be delivered, and only the future, with or without our friend, knows the end of this lost highway. I thought that was really wonderful, so I wanted to go ahead and read that. I mean, what a feeling, right? To talk to God and say, this world isn't my home, and if my world isn't in heaven, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm out of options here. We are in the houseboat neighborhood for the performance. Ooh, it's a theremin. I love the theremin. I think I could live in a houseboat neighborhood and have tugboats pass by performing theremin music. Oh. I remember this. I told you. Yeah, you don't have to say it. Only because it's always true. She played at the flower shop. Cyrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine, so he just droned out on the lap steel. He got really into it, and he went on for like forever. Everyone was falling asleep. Not everyone. I remember the air was warm, perfumed. You were playing with some petals you found on the floor, and I was looking at the ceiling. One of you mentioned, I think, that these sections of memories for a bigger resolution will play simultaneously, so there'll be two text boxes, but I choose to have a much higher resolution, or a much lower resolution than I need, because I know some of you are watching on your phones and want to read along. I remember the ceiling was glass. During the week, that room was a greenhouse. I don't know where they put all the plants when they had bands in. Maybe outside? If the weather was nice. It was nice that night, warm, smelled like spring. I remember the folding chairs, so uncomfortable, but I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week so there'd be room to display the flowers. Wow, look at Ezra. He's wrapped. Where is Ezra? Ooh. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's really into it. So, we were talking about him earlier at the gas station. Sure, I haven't forgotten Cricket. Cool. Yeah, I know. Any, what do you think about Ezra traveling with us for a while? We were in the back. Kind of looking around, people watching. I remember a bearded guy sleeping in a chair with a bowl of chili in his lap. He seemed cool. You were a little put off by the smell of the chili, I mean. It was obviously spiked. Even in that fresh, fragrant greenhouse, the boozy fumes stung a little. Can you really put booze in chili? Do people really do that? I've heard of cooking chili with a little bit of vodka, but that guy must have made a chili cocktail. Like a Bloody Mary with beans. Love that. I would have been content just to sit in that folding chair and drift on Cyrano's lap steel sound waves, but you were feeling restless, so we went for a walk. If I sound hesitant or something, it's just when we met, we were nothing. Just these little gray shadows. And we grew and filled in, but we did all that together. Ezra, sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person. Wow, so they must have had to develop their personhood from just being androids. What would that do to our system, our chemistry? We took a wrong turn in the hallway and ended up in the basement. I remember the air was cool and damp like a cave. I remember the lingering perfume of the greenhouse giving way to an earthy plant smell, like we were digging down into the roots. A grimy door in the corner caught my eye. I remember the door was stuck. There was a large gap underneath it. You reached your arm under the door. You came back with a handful of dirt and confetti. Dirt and confetti? You forced the door. It wasn't as stuck as we thought. The door burst open and we fell through. Hey, I got the masters for the new record back at Lazar. They're okay, but What? You listened to them without me? You were at the arcade. I didn't want to throw off your pinball game. Oh, okay. Anyway, there are a few spots where the strings distorted a little and the whole thing has way too much reverb, but overall it sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix. This is a random time to say it, but one of you let me know that It's Too Late to Love You Now is actually sung by Ben Babbitt themselves, and it's modulated and pitched and distorted in such a way that makes it sound like Junebug. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Nice. The only question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time, and you've got your hands full of guitar. We left the lights off. We felt around in the dark, careful to keep one hand on a wall so we weren't totally adrift in the darkness. I remember tripping over something, I guess we'll never know what, and stumbling, and you caught me. After a few minutes, we found ourselves back in the basement. We got back to the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning up. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, raised both hands into their precise positions, and the room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in sympathy, a perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress, tearing down the building with an effortless wave and incredible focus, coaxing the empty air into some kind of moaning, rattling demon. That's the thing about the theremin. It's the only instrument you never touch. Woo! That gave me goosebumps. You could see a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse, people looking up at the trembling glass ceiling, looking at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Clara's eye and discern if she was doing it on purpose or not, if she were really trying to bury us all in glass. I'm just saying, maybe we could use a third pair of hands up there. Oh. Think you could teach that kid to play a drum machine? Ma'am, I could teach a dog to play a drum machine. Well, maybe you friends should take Homer too, although I feel like Shannon should take Homer. Wow, this is one of the most important acts of Kentucky Route Zero, isn't it? Well, that'll be our backup plan. It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers that could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then slowly, gently, Clara's hands came to a rest. The theremin went quiet, the glass stopped rattling, and the room relaxed unharmed. That is magic, right there. Playing the theremin always did seem like magic to me. And now Kentucky Route Zero has made the theremin even more magical. All right. Well, I can't say I know where this is headed, Franz. I don't know what our resolution for this act is gonna be. I met a photographer once, one in particular. She even took my portrait, I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. As she was disembarking, not far from here actually, the film fell out of her bag and was borne away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. She shot me a sad, apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. Our passengers, one lighter, disembarked at the mail stop by the silo. We couldn't seem to get that old truck started up again, but we managed to roll it off the barge with only a minor scrape or two. At the last minute, Clara decided to travel with them for a while. Kate and I said goodbye to our friends, new and old, and the mucky mammoth rumbled on down the echo. Oh, then this might be the end of the act, so we're just gonna put this in the same episode. Silo of Late Reflections. Oh wow, we've never seen this angle used yet, have we? Well, it looks like we got the truck started up, but... What's this place like? Dogwood Drive? It's in a small town, or... I really don't know. I've got the manifest the old man had in his truck here. Reading. Lizette's Antiques, mail order delivery. No return address, shipping address 5 Dogwood Drive. Packing list. And then it's just numbers. I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Has no one thought to open the back of the truck up yet and take a look and see what's actually in there? Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I will have to find a bus or a train to get on to Nashville by evening. Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or, hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now, only... How are we going to get it up these stairs? That's an awful lot of stairs. That's quite a staircase. Is there another route? A tunnel or something? No way out but up. I guess we could wait for the mammoth to come back around and take us a little further down, but that won't be until late afternoon. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot. I don't even know what's in there. What if it's too much to carry? Nah, we've been loading and unloading gear since the stars were young. We're our own roadies, right? We've got expertise. To Johnny. All right, Cricket, let's get this delivery packed and tied into bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques? Yeah, antiques are... It's like junk, but people will pay for it. Oh. Shannon to Clara. Sorry, I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay. It will be an adventure. Shannon sighs and stretches. Tired? Don't worry, lady. We're almost there. Are we? Are we almost there? Ooh, I love this shot. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It is hard to believe we are going to be finishing this without Conway. Oh, man. I think that's it. Is that it? Is that it? There we go, there we go. Dang, I thought that would never come. End of Act 4. Oh, ay. Wow. What an act, Franz. What an act. Oh. Well, I don't know about you, Franz, but Act 5 cannot come fast enough. Now, we have one more interlude to do, so we're going to do that interlude in the next video before we start Act 5, whenever Act 5 comes out. I feel lucky that I just started my channel up recently, so I haven't been tempted I haven't been tempted to play Act 4 by myself, so I'm glad that I got to share that with you blind. And I feel like I've been, since I just finished Act 4 and we've all been waiting for Act 5 for a long time now, I feel like we might not have to wait that long. That might just be me being optimistic, but anyway, thanks a lot, Franz, for watching Kentucky Route Zero Act 4. You know what I think we're going to do actually? Maybe after we do the interlude, or actually maybe before, we might do the other options that we didn't take in Act 4. So I think maybe for that, I'm going to... Oh gosh, hope this doesn't mess anything up. Can I switch save files? Yeah, okay. Okay, I see how they do that there. So I might switch to save slot 1 and just start Act 4 fresh, which I think means Homer won't have a name, but I think that's what we'll do to see the alternatives to what we saw in Act 4 so far. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I have been, and I'll continue to be Kip Icon, as long as you, friends, continue to follow your drams. Bye!